boys and girls, let's listen in as Miss Petunia tells us our story for today.
Oh, hello, dear. Welcome. It's Miss Petunia here. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about something very important. Do you know what the word sibling means? Why, yes, it means your brother or your sister. Yes, now maybe you're in a house with 2 brothers, 4 sisters, maybe 1, maybe 2 sisters, and you've got no brothers. I don't know, whatever your situation is. I remember I had 2 brothers and I had 3 half-brothers and a half-sister. I had a big family. I have lots of siblings. Brothers and sisters, they're called. But you know what I got to thinking about when I was just a little girl is my siblings and I used to get into fights. Oh, they used to upset me so. You know what they would do? They'd pull on me hair and then they'd run off and they'd laugh at me when I started to cry because they pulled on me curls. I didn't like it. They weren't very nice to me. They made fun of me. And you know what I'd try to do is I'd try and chase them around the dining room table because I wanted to get back at them because they weren't nice to me. You know, my siblings used to do that to me. They'd run around the dining room table because they knew I couldn't catch them because all we'd be doing is running in a big circle. But I have to tell you that I used to say to them, eventually, you're gonna get tired, and then you are gonna have to go to sleep. Ha ha. And then they look at me and they go, Exactly, right? But you know, my siblings needed to be nicer to me and not be picking on me like that. And sometimes, well, we pick on our brothers and sisters and we're mean to them when really we should be kind to them. We should be nice to them. After all, they are our brothers and sisters, you know, and they're living in the house with us. We should be kind to them, the people that are living in our home, the people that we share breakfast with, the people that we sit down at the dinner table with, the people that we watch TV with. We should be kind to them. We should be loving to them because they are the closest people we have. And we don't always do that with our siblings, you know. Sometimes they really get us angry when they leave something in the middle of the room and we trip over it or we step on a Lego or something. Oh, I've stepped on my brother's Legos before. Talk about painful. Oh, try stepping on a Lego. They hurt. Well, I guess they could get mad at me when I left me Barbie doll shoes laying in the middle of the floor. They stepped on little Barbie shoes. Oh, yes, well, you know, Legos. Now I guess they got me back. But we used to sit in bed, you know, and read stories together. That's when we got along the best, you know. When we would share stories with each other and talk about our day and talk about our friends and talk about the fact that we didn't like the tuna salad for dinner. Well, with the spaghetti wasn't very good. But, you know, our siblings, well, we are brother and sister, or if they're brothers or sisters, whatever they are, we are to love them. Why? Because Jesus loved them first. You know, he loved us first. And we are supposed to follow his example by loving each other. We're told in the Bible that the first and most important commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. And then to love your neighbor as yourself. We've talked about before who our neighbour is, but just in case you missed that, let me give you a reminder. Your neighbour will be somebody in your house. Maybe it's Lois, somebody like Lois. Maybe you have a friend named Lois, maybe your sister is named Lois. Maybe your mum, your grandmom, maybe your auntie or your titi. Oh, I don't know what you call your aunts. Some people call their aunt titis. But you know, those are our neighbours. The people that we live next to. Oh, the people in school. The people at church. The people at the grocery store. Maybe you see them in the local hardware store. Maybe you see them at the park. Or maybe they're right in your neighbourhood. Maybe they're skateboarding down your street. Those are your neighbours. Those are who God has said we are to love. And of course, with our siblings and our parents and our grandparents and the people that we live with, whoever that may be for you, because I realise that not everyone is living with their mum and dad. I know that. I meet lots of friends who don't live with their real parents, but they live in with people who love them and are taking care of them because God has said we are to love them. And that's what they're trying to do for you. So we want to be sure that we, in return, love them. Love. It's a holiday called Valentine's Day that we all talk about love and there's hearts and we give each other valentines and candy and flowers, you know. Well, actually, I don't know. I haven't seen any of that stuff in a while, and that's okay. Because I know who loves me the most. The Lord. And I love him. He is my Valentine every day, you know. I can tell him anything. Did you know that you can tell the Lord anything you want to? You know, sometimes we think we can't tell the Lord anything, you know. But we can tell him anything we need to tell him or want to tell him. You know, maybe you want to talk to the Lord about your sibling. Maybe you want to tell the Lord how much the sibling bothers you. Well, the Lord will listen. You can tell him. But you can also tell him how much the sibling means to you, how much you love them, how much you love your brother, how much you love your sister. And, you know, as you grow older, dear, the feelings for your brother or your sister are just going to grow deeper. And then eventually you become adults. And then you spend time together, go to football games, go out driving in your car together, laughing about the things you did in childhood. You know, me and my siblings, we laugh now about the times that I chased them around the table, and I can laugh now at the times that they went, well, they left something in my bed that I didn't know, and I rolled over on it and squished it and got all wet. Oh, that wasn't fun, you know. I had to change me sheets. It made it look like I went to the bathroom in the bed. I didn't do that. They set it up as a joke and thought it was so funny. Ha ha. Oh, but I got them back with their pie. Oh, yes, dear. I didn't get to eat that pie, you know, because they wore it. Sometimes, you know, siblings can have such good times together, and other times, well, quite honestly, they can fight. But we should always try to get along.
Thanks, Miss Petunia, for the message. And now, boys and girls, it's puzzle time. Get your pen and your paper. Well, hi, boys and girls. It's puzzle time. By now, I hope you have your pen and your paper. So are you ready for our puzzle? I am so excited. This one is so special to me. Now listen, I'm going to give you the numbers and you're going to write them down. And then when you're done, you're going to put a letter to that number. So for example, if I say the number 3, that means you are going to write the letter C. If I was to say the number 15, that means you're going to write the letter O. Now, don't write any letters until I'm done giving you all the numbers. And make sure you write them down in the order that I give them to you, okay? Are you ready? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, our first number, here we go, is number 8. Then we have 15, 23, number 4, 15, 25, 15, 21, oh, 19. Me and my friends just dancing while you're riding. 16. Number 5. 12. We got 12. We got 12. Now, there's 3 12s in a row. Don't get confused. You should have 3 number 12s written down. Then we have 15, 22, 5, and then write something special, a question mark. Now, there won't be no letter for the question mark. So as you can tell, we got a question to answer. But now, write these numbers down too. We're going to have number 10, a number 5, a number 19, a number 21, and a number 19. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to solve this puzzle, right? Right. He said right too. And he's going to play Little Tune for you so you remember who he is. Well, aren't you going to play? Well, boys and girls, that's all for our puzzle time today. Thank you, and I'll see you later.